Alright, so second stabs at the leagues. Go on the die roll! Oh my god, we've got a turn 1, turn 2, turn 3 play. We're good. We're good. Everything's good. This is a little bit more land than we need. We probably could have done one less, but it's okay. It's okay, everybody. It's okay. What Vanguard is this guy? Girl. It's a girl. There's no guy magics. Oh, it's Radiant Angel. Look, if you roll over it, tells you what it is. True trivia. If you didn't know, there are 0. Let's start off with the breeding pool, right? Because then I can get. No, I guess it'd be best if I get a forest and then drop. No, because then I have to get a Sacred Founder at this too. We should just bite the bullet. I wanted to use the fetch land so I can pump up my knight as big as possible by the time I play it. If I draw an extra fetch land, oh, we're just gonna bite the bullet. We're gonna go with the stomping ground, even though we got 2 stomps in hand. Then we only ever really need 1. Yeah, I think that was the best play. I guess we could have started out on a stomping ground, then did something else, but whatever. Damn it, we're against Tron. We're probably gonna lose then. We'll just go all in attack. All in rush attacks. Yeah, see, that's why I did that with that stomping ground. Yeah, we just go all in attacks, right? That's what we do here at this point. We had enough green. He's not gonna blood moon me. So let's go with a Hallowed Fountain. Hallowed Fountain. I was definitely going to say some trivia. Okay, so true story. Since I do follow lore a lot, probably because I'm a screenwriter, MTG. Here's some MTG lore trivia for you. There are no male angels in Magic. None. Not a single one. None. I actually think the counterpart is there's no female demons, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure that's true, that there's no actual female demons in Magic either. I mean, they're kind of androgynous, but, you know, it's as far as depiction goes, that's how it goes. Let's see, is he going to go for a Pyroclasm then? Yeah, it's fine. It gets rid of the dude that I really wanted. But at least that dude did 1 damage before it died. So that's fine with me. It's not the worst decisions in the world here. Alright, we'll just go for a basic here. We got everything represented that we want. And that'll be a 5/5. So we could still theoretically win just a race, although him interacting with the Pyroclasm kind of stinks. Kind of stinky poo-poo! Let's move along. So, yeah, that's some interesting lore for you guys to challenge people with scrying. Hey, by the way, I didn't say it, but since he dropped a forest, that's actually good for us. That means he doesn't have the full Tron in hand right away. So we're at least 1 turn not gonna die. Chromatic Sphere? I guess he can wipe my board regardless if he finds the next Tron piece, but if he has to pay 1 to find the next Tron piece, then we're still fine if he puts down an O-Stone. I've got no reason to put down the Birds of Paradise. I suppose if I randomly draw into a Qasali Pride Mage, it would be important for me to put down the Birds of Paradise. Yeah, I think just putting down the Qasali Pride Mage is fuck it, I might as well just commit everything to the board, right? I mean, if he wipes my board, what is a Birds of Paradise going to do? The only thing that Birds of Paradise could do is if I drew a Keswick Wolf run with the Knight of the Reliquary. Nah. No reason to put down the Birds of Paradise yet. But the fact that I could blow up in something is relatively important here. We might still have a chance to race. If he can't find his Tron piece, we can beat him. I suppose I could have also held on to the Qasali Pride Mage to, if he blew stuff up. Okay, so he's not going to natural Tron us then. He can't O-Stone wipe us. He could still nope. We got it then. He can't I don't think do anything at this point to stop this. He's got 5 mana. What does he do with 5 mana? Nothing. Yeah, at the minute he used that other mana, he can't Karn us. Even if he were to Karn us, I think we still win. We definitely still win because we dedicated enough damage to the board. The only thing he could do is Ugin us at that point by using his 1 extra mana. He wouldn't have had 8 to O-Stone. Yeah. I'm trying to think. There's of his outs, and I don't think he had any. We got a little lucky there. Let's be honest. Even though he had the natural Karn, but we played first, or the natural. Well, not natural, but he didn't turn 3 Karn us. Instead, he turned forward, and he still couldn't find it in time. So we were able to pull it out of our butts, basically because we had an extra turn to attack. It is one of the better things about Small Zoo is you can, in fact, still have an always-on race option, something that I really miss against Tron. Everything else, it doesn't really matter. I honestly believe everything else, maybe Storm a little bit, but out of the sideboard, I still have enough hate for Storm that it doesn't really matter. Everything else has been pretty fine, to be honest with you, in terms of race option, but I can feel the slightly slowerness in this version of the deck than in the always-on race attack version of the deck, which I really want to test out again sometime soon. Anyways, what did I say I was going to take out on this guy? 4 bolts and some oozes, because oozes are pretty terrible in this matchup. Tarmogoyf actually isn't too good in this matchup either. I could theoretically cut a Tarmogoyf for Thalia. Tarmogoyf attacks for a lot, but only when it starts to be like later on in the game that it doesn't really matter. But currently, this stuff is all better. Oozes don't grow at all in this matchup. Let's see what we get. Opening hand, be good. Don't piss me off like you did last time. Jeez. The question is, do I want to mull the Stony Silence away? I actually kind of like the Stony Silence. I think I'm going to keep this hand. It's a risky keep, but I have 2 turns to draw into a second land. So I'm going to keep it. He mulliganed, so I'm just going to go ahead and hope. If he mulligans again, it's actually an alright hand for me, because I can at least attack for 2 no matter what. Nope, no such luck. You know, he could just have the natural Karn and kill us anyway, so it's not like a huge deal. That was not a land. If he doesn't have Pyroclasm, we can still beat down, but we know his deck's running Pyroclasm, so we definitely took a risky keep. Put out the less pretty Nicodle. Less pretty Nicodle. So that way, if he decides to Pyroclasm here, I will be less upset. Let's see what he does. If he's stuck on 1 land as well, what? What does he use white for? What do Tron decks use white for? What Tron uses white? Okay, I'm having a brain fart here. I'm actually having... Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put out the Noble Hierarch at this point. I'm having a little brain fart here. What Tron decks use white? I don't actually know. Okay, so we're not in the worst situation in the world. We're not in a great situation either. Drawing the Noble Hierarch was alright. Power plant and tower. So map. Okay. I would have really liked to get that silence down before then. Alright, so he's gonna activate map. He's got Tron now at this point. I think I have to put down voice. I think I've got to put down the silence, because at this point he can O-Stone me and I will hate my life. He can do anything at this point, and I'm pretty much up shit's creek. But kind of can't help it. I wasn't on the play. I'm definitely suffering because of the mana thing, but I'm playing as well as I can under the consideration. Wormcoil sucks. Tron sucks. Ugin totally sucks. He's just gonna plus it. Did it so that he took out my Stony Silence too. We don't win this game. Even like this, we don't win this game because he can just keep wiping. There's no way we're winning this game. I'm not even gonna waste my time here. Let's force him to win the game though. Just so that we can see what threats he has in the deck. I just want to see him win the game. I think that's the best possible thing we can do. I just want to know what he's playing, why he's playing white, for example. Certainly ain't no Path to Exile. Expedition map. Yeah, so what am I going to talk about in the meantime, since I'm just doing something? We're exiling a card from our hand. You can have a... I don't know. I think it's Voice of Resurgence. Let's see if he just does a smart thing and just, plays Ugin, and that's it, and just Ugins. If I was him, I would just Ugin. At this point, I can't win the game, so I would just Ugin. The minute he shows me a threat that's not Ugin or Karn, I can just concede. Alright, cool. So I just a little peek into what he's playing. So he's playing Wormcoil Engine. Alright. The question is, do we want to bring in Thalia or not? I don't think it does anything, really. Yeah, I'll just leave it as this. We had a pretty terrible opening hand. Our matchup against Tron isn't good. That's for damn sure. We got kind of lucky the first game around. Kind of hope that anytime I see this matchup, I kind of hope we just get lucky. It's one of the only times we win. This is keepable, although it's not amazing. We have a Path to Exile, which is why I'm keeping it. So we do have a valid race option, and we're on the play. That's my main reasoning for this. I wouldn't keep his hand, I think, if I was on the draw. So yeah, we're just gonna go all in here. Stomping Ground, following with a Stomping Ground, following with a Hollowed Fountain, and then a basic probably is gonna be our call. Basic Forest, very likely. And we're just doing this because this is what we have to do. We have to try to beat down. If he Pyroclasms, I'll be like very sad. At least Tarmogoyf will survive a Pyroclasm, so it's not the absolute worst. Ugin, when that came out, made the matchup, which was pretty rough for bigger Zoo. Ugh, I should enter that. The matchup for bigger Zoo, even rougher. It was just a... Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and put this in here. It really sucks if I get wiped, but I kind of have to do this. I kind of have to extend. Ugin made this matchup terrible. Like, it was pretty bad beforehand, but just 2 Ugin in the deck suddenly is, like, super O-Stone. It's cheaper, it does everything better. Alright, so no wipes. Cool. We have a chance at maybe just bum rushing this. So he's got 1 mine. We know he's at least down. It's gonna take him 3 more turns to actually activate Tron. So that's not the worst for us. However, he can just O-Stone the minute it comes out. Ugin made this matchup like just terrible. Come on, draw Stony Silence right now. That's what I want. Stony Silence. Give me the Stone of the Silence. Voice of Resurgence is no Stony Silence. Ugin, yeah, just makes things just so much worse. So we have a chance to outrace him here. We definitely are going to need a little bit more aggression. We hope we're not going to run into a wipe at all. Like, no Pyroclasm. Because if we don't get hit with Pyroclasm, we're going to be much better off. Urza's Tower. Okay, so he's got it next turn. If he plays a Wormcoil, we're fine. We can win the game if he plays a Wormcoil. If he doesn't have anything in hand and he's got to go for a... Alright, let's crack this so that way we hopefully don't draw a land. Stony Silence would still be good to draw at this point, although it wouldn't be as good as it was last turn. I guess, what do we want? More green? Right? More green, more white. Nah, more green. Coral Helm. Retreat to Coral Helm actually is pretty okay here. I can sandbag this. And just retreat to Coral Helm. Sandbag this, that way it gives me more outs. Attacking with both doesn't even matter here. I suppose we'll just attack with Tarmogoyf, just because it does the same damage output. And that way we can leave a blocker for, I don't know, some hasted Wormcoil or something crazy like that. Oh, I should have also... I should have kept up mana to Path to Exile, but I did not, because I'm a dumb. Alright, so you got Urzatron. Are you going to just wipe the board here? Ugin! That sucks. Ugin sucks. Like I said, man, Ugin just ruins things for me. Probably should have cracked that first, right? Because now you're... Oh, it only does your opponent too? Jesus, man. I don't think we win this game now. I think we... Well, we actually might. We can possibly get Knight of the Reliquary and then draw a fetch land. If we get 2 Knight of the Reliquaries and draw a fetch land, we could win this game. Otherwise, we have to throw everything at Ugin and hope that he dies. Deals 3 damage to me, sure. Okay. You can, I guess, get the search land and then search for something? No, he's just going to put more mana out there. Maybe Emrakul me to death? Sure. Alright, that ruins our shot of winning with Knight of the Reliquary. At least we didn't crack that yet, so that's fine. 1 mana. No mana. 1 mana. Ancient Stirrings. Karn. Well, I can't cast it, so at least we have that, although something dies next turn then. I'm trying to see what my outs are here. I guess the only out I really have is Geist and Smiter. If I get a Geist and a Smiter, I can win. Geist and Smiter is my only real out. Let's see. Collect a company, Knight, and a... Well, I can at least kill the Karn. Can at least kill the Karn. Well, I can do a little bit more than that now. What's funny is if I actually held the, oh, no, don't touch things. If I held the retreat to Coral Helm, I could have actually maybe pulled out the win here. But I figured he might have a Worm Coil or something I needed to tap down. Ugin was a 1 out of 60 chance, or a 2 out of 60 chance, 1 out of 30. So it wasn't the worst choice in the world here. Just go get a Breeding Pool, play it tapped. I wonder if I got the Keswick Wolf run, let's see, I would have been able to do 1, 2... I could have actually killed Karn with the Keswick Wolf run if I did that. And then had a big knight for later, which you would have to kill, but at least I have a Keswick Wolf run. Oh. I can't kill him with this, so I guess we just attack Ugin so that he can't wipe my board. Yeah, so my only out I didn't grab yet. Oblivion Stone. What a way to wipe salt on me, man. He's gonna wait until my turn? Okay. And he's not gonna even Karn? Okay. Okay, he has green mana. Sacrifice the forest, because it doesn't really matter. And rather than grab a Keswick Wolf run, because you know he's going to just be able to get anything he wants, let's put out a... Oh, I guess I only have a Keswick Wolf run, right? Because I'm playing this version of the deck. Grab a Keswick Wolf run. So he has a Karn. I think he brings Karn down and kills my Keswick Wolf run, right? Or he just summons Emrakul at this point. Because it's exile target permanent, right? So he can just kill my Keswick Wolf run. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have any good outs at this point. I'm playing as best as I can here, but I suppose maybe I should have held the retreat to Coral Helm, but it's debatable. I mean, I didn't have a collected company in my hands or anything, so if I don't draw anything worth mentioning here, then the game's over. I'm just gonna concede. Yeah, nothing worth mentioning. Yep, that's it. Kind of stinks. But whatever. Quick enough that we can still do another match.